Hey, what's up, you guys? So first things first, we're gonna prime that eyelid. Prime it, girl, prime it. I'm using I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color medium beige, and I'm gonna take my finger, blend it out, and then set it in place with my Air Sponge Translucent Setup Powder. I'm gonna be taking that blue from my Ultimate NYX palette. I'm gonna use my fingers mostly for this eyeshadow look, but I'm just gonna pack it on, and then I'm gonna move on to the purple eyeshadow from my BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm gonna focus this more into the crease and a little bit above the crease, well, more above the crease. So after I get done applying that, I'm going to take this brush and blend it out to make sure there aren't any harsh lines. And then I'm going to go back and use more of that purple because I lost it when using a brush to blend it. That's the reason why I decided to use my fingers, because on the other eye I kept losing the color and I was just over it. So I decided to use my finger, and it actually turned out really good. So I'm just going to keep repeating this step, applying the blue and applying the purple. I brought the blue up into my crease a little bit more, and then brought the purple down into my crease a little bit more, just to get that transition between the two colors. And I took that yellow and blended out the purple a little bit so it won't be so harsh, and so that the purple would have a small transition color as well. So here I am just applying more purple, and like I said before, I'm just going to keep repeating these steps until I feel like the colors pop the way that I want them to. Take my brush again and blend it out a little bit more. Apply some mascara. I did my lashes offline, and then I'm going to blend out this foundation. And this is, of course, the Maybelline foundation in the color Cappuccino. I just love this stuff, and the reason why is because it's so buildable. And you're actually going to see me add a second coat of foundation, and the reason being is just to cover up some of those problem areas that I have, and just to make my foundation look full coverage and flawless. That is the best thing about this foundation. It's so blendable, and you don't look cakey or anything. It's just popping. It's just popping. It's popping, honey. It's popping. So I'm moving on to concealer, and I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fawn. Now, I applied this in my normal areas that I apply it, except for under my lip. I didn't bring it down onto the top of my lip like I usually do, and the reason being is because it would always crease in that area, so I kept it pretty close to my nose. And another thing that I've started doing was I blend out like my chin area, my nose, my lip, and my forehead before going on to the eyes. I like to let my eyes sit now because the concealer just comes out so much better. It's a little bit harder to blend, but it's not really hard to blend. You just see the difference, but the coverage is way nicer. It's more full coverage. It just looks so good, you guys. Like, it was amazing. This was actually my first time trying it, and I loved it. I seen somebody do it on YouTube. I can't remember who I seen it do it on YouTube, but I just thought about it, and it was the shit. Like, I absolutely love it. Now I'm going to set my face with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I like to dip my sponge into the product, apply it on my chin or my forehead, and then apply the excess product that's on the sponge under my eye. And the reason why I do this is because I don't want my under eye to be too powdery or cakey looking, and I feel like I take away some of that product, so it's like the right amount of product, and it works just fine for me. I don't crease or anything. It's just perfect for me. So we're going to go back and finish up the eyes, and I'm going to take that purple from my BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to apply that on my lower lash line. And then you're going to see me drag out the brush a little bit like I'm doing here, and I added the blue that I used on my eyelid. So for eyeliner, I am taking the, NYX Milk Crayon, I believe it is. And I decided to do white because I always do black, and once I put on this white, it looked kind of weird to me. I felt like, I don't know, like a bubblegum animated cartoon character in space or some shit with my hair like this. But I have to say I do like the look though. It was different for me, but it was still cute. So I'm bronzing with my NYX contour palette, and then I'm gonna go into the darkest shade on the same palette to contour with. I'm going to use a different color to contour my nose. So I'm going to use that color there. I forgot what color it is off the back of my hand to contour my nose. And then after I get done contouring my nose, I'm going to go back into that same palette and I'm going to take that banana shade just to kind of like cut the contour on my nose. And I kind of screwed up, but it's okay. It's nothing that powder can't fix. Well, it's a lot of shit that powder can't fix, but in this case, the powder did me justice. Okay, so I'm just blending that out with my fingers. Going into my Black Radiance contour palette, and I'm gonna take that gold highlighter and I'm gonna highlight with it because it is my favorite highlighter at the moment. And I kind of went in a weird shape because I was trying to follow the natural highlight on my cheekbone, and it actually came out okay. So I'm gonna highlight my nose. Milani setting mist, I believe it is, and I'm gonna go back into the highlighter once again just to intensify it. And then for the lips, I'm using Colored Rain liquid lipstick, and this is in the color Royal. And so this was somewhat like my finished look. I did decide to go back in it, of course, for my thumbnail. You can tell that's how it looked before adding the glitter. So I just took some eyelash glue, applied it on my lip, and took some of the glitter that I somewhat created. I guess I can say the glitter that I tweaked a little bit. If you guys haven't watched my glitter hack, go ahead and watch it and you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so I just took the glitter that I tweaked up, and then I applied that to my lips, and then I also applied that to my inner corner. So I just wiped away that excess glitter that fell out, and this is my finished look, y'all. Yeah.